Hey, what is up, my guys? Skyrimnest here. We are back playing some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy, and we are on Ace Attorney, which is the first of the trilogy. So even though the whole thing is called Ace Attorney, the first one is called Ace Attorney 2. Not Ace Attorney 2, just Ace Attorney. Anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate everyone that watches, even if it's just for a second, and we will get right onto it as soon as I sort some stuff out. So bear with me. Thank you. Alright, so let's just check the audio. Audio's good. Now we just need to check the video and we'll get right on it. So a quick refresh of this stuff. And bitrate is going well, which can only be expected when it's literally just one screen. Let's just start. Yeah. Let's continue where we were. Turnabout Samurai. Episode 3, Turnabout Samurai, Day 1 Investigation. We are beginning now. So you're catching us just at the beginning of this new case. Let's start. Yes. Grah! You have disgraced me for the last time, Steel Samurai. The poor moon in the sky cries for your blood. Oh no, no. Don't let your racism come out. The moon? No, it is you who should gaze upon them, for it will be the last moon you ever see. I can't help it. See you in hell, evil magistrate. The warrior's swords gleam in the strike in the moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's exciting episode on Dragon Ball Z. The Dark Messenger returns. October 14th, 5:31 PM. Wright and Co. Law Offices. It's my law office now, because the boss died. See previous things about that. Anyway, let's go. I don't know what this samurai has to do with anything. That rocked! See you in hell, evil magistrate! Whoa! Stop waving that broom around. Oh, Nick, I didn't know you were here. Of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were just watching? What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? Steel Samurai. He's only the most popular TV hero for young people. Young? Like, how young? 10 years old? Then why are you watching it? Then what the heck are you doing getting all excited? Hey, I'm only 17. That's 17. See, I'm a teen, not like you, Nick. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. Then watch it with me. It's really cool. And it's really popular. When they ask grade school kids what they want to be, Steel Samurai was #1. I really worry about the kids these days. Gramps. Well, the Steel Samurai's over. I guess it's time to close up the office. I guess. Wish we had some clients. A month has passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time. But no one paid any attention to the Wright and Co. law offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month? It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner. October 16th, 8:14 AM. Phoenix Wright's bedroom. Ooh. The bedroom. Hello, this is Phoenix. Nick! Maya? What the hell? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai! The Steel Samurai got arrested! Huh? You mean the guy on the show? Yes! They're saying that the Steel Samurai killed a villain. Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV. Yeah, on TV. No, I mean he actually did it in real life. He skewered a villain with his samurai spear. Isn't it a sword? I have absolutely no idea what you were talking about. Just come to the office, quick, please, Nick. Alright, I guess we're going to the offices. October 16th, 9:22 AM. Wright and Cole law offices. Maya's here, watching television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kids show The Steel Samurai, Warrior of Neo Old Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. The samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. Police believe this was the murder weapon and are investigating further. This has to be a joke. No. It's a nightmare. The Steel Samurai is over. The world is over. Ooh, I'm getting another phone call. Or you. Or somebody ringing the law offices. Yes, Wright and Co. law offices. What? Nick! It's the Steel Samurai! What? Yeah, of course. We'll be right there. Let's go, Nick. Go? Go where? They have the Steel Samurai down in detention. So what? So I've decided this will be our first case. Alright, let me just look around the room first. It's a nice day outside. The hotel across the way is also full of these days. There's the bellboy happily cleaning the room. Alright, Master Wayne. That's the voice I did for the bellboy from the last case. If you didn't know, his favourite property plant. Maya has been watering it so much lately it looks a little swollen. She's either trying to make it grow or she's perfecting her water torch technique. Either or is good, really. Poster of an old movie that me liked. I was thinking I should go see it myself. Then I realised that the poster doesn't actually say the title of the movie. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scary still is the thought that I have to read all of these now. Mia's desk. Actually, it's my desk now. Sitting here always makes me feel like a professional. Well, what should we do? What should we do? How can you just sit there like that? We have to get down to the detention center and meet the Steel Samurai. Does she want to investigate this case or does she just want to do some sightseeing, I wonder? My money's on sightseeing. Any ideas? We don't have enough information to make a case yet. Just admit it. You don't have a clue what happened. No, we just don't have enough information. Hey, look. I'm an attorney. What about this? You like showing that off, don't you, Nick? Yeah! My poor ego. I do like to show that off. Alright, to the detention center. October 16th, detention center. Visitors room. Whoa! This guy's looking a bit like an animal. What's wrong, Maya? It's him, in the flesh. Is that guy really him? What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers. Our client. That's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this. But he definitely did it. Murder. At least once. Maybe twice. Whoa. What are you saying? Yes? Something wrong? No. This is getting off to a great start. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Oh no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know? I didn't want to wreck their dreams. Oh. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams, huh? I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now. Nick. What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Yeah. He didn't do it. There's the guy. He's called Monty to the visitor's room. He's frozen in awe of Will Powers. Smile for the camera. Essentially the only two things he ever examined here. Alright, let's talk. What happened? Maybe you could start by telling us what happened. Yeah, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday, actually. It was only yesterday. The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 that morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. But when 5 came around and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. They took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. He had been expertly skewered with a samurai spear. The samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that the steel samurai uses as a weapon. The steel samurai? Maybe you could explain to me just what the steel samurai is? Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world. Hey, who's new to this? No, it's alright. Like, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of Neo-Old Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate, although I guess he did defeat him this time. I see. Neo-Old Tokyo? Who comes up with these names? What's your alibi then? Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9. We worked through some action sequences until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. So he was sleeping through the entire afternoon of the murder. Some action hero. What will the kids think? I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right, Global Studios. I'll draw you a map. Wow, they give you crayons in there? Wow, Nick, let's go. I'm willing to bet $10 she has for autographs. Right, let's go to the studio, main gate. October 16th, Global Studios, main gate. Wow, so this is where they make the Steel Samurai show! Awesome! Aren't you excited? Hey, you there! It's an old bag. You want in, you gotta go through me. Sorry. We're, lawyers.
Oh yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security.
And it's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out! Gawkers?
Gawkers, sightseers, tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. It's today. Something horrible happens and all you see. Wasting your time to play. Don't you have a job you should be doing? Or doing lawyer the rest of us? Maybe I should become a lawyer too. Sounds like lazy. My life just loafing around. I was young. Things was different. Mind you, president, I hippie clothes. One of the youth come to this is my own son. My son isn't called it. Nick? Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. It's up to you, really. I don't know. It's possible. I don't know why I did that voice. Hey! Listen when you're being spoken to. Youths today.
Look at you. You're a security guard and you're in your 80s. Alright, let's see. We've got a little arrow pointing this way. We've got a computer over there. The computer that runs the studio security cameras.
Hey, no touching!
That was a creepy face. The security guard station. That security lady must like junk food that's mounted on the desk in there. You can see the computer that runs the security cameras. We've got no clues here. I'm at this. An overhead map of the studios. Right from here is the employee area. To the left of the actual film studios. You've got a gate, the main entrance to the studio. There was a big scene here yesterday with onlookers pressing up against the gate. We've got a van. Looks like a studio van. They'll probably use it to carry around film equipment. I'm not seeing that details. Well, let's talk to the lady. The studios. So, what do you do here at the studios?
At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days...
No, you were a star?
Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie.
Wow.
This place has really gone downhill, you know. But 10 years ago now, that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then, too.
He was... Hammer?
The victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with.
Let's talk about Will Powers. Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers?
He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask.
You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it.
Believe me. Little old ladies watching will lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought that the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer.
We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty.
Powers? Of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job.
Alright, what about Mr. Hammer then? What kind of person was Jack Hammer?
What kind of person? Oh, if only you knew. Jack Hammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series.
Should I have heard of that?
But there was an accident during the filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry.
Why do you suspect Mr. Will Powers? Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer?
I was standing right here yesterday. I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. Now the studio where the murder took place is to the left of here.
So if you want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place. And that person was Mr. Powers?
Yes, I saw him.
But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room.
Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along.
Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request.
Huh. I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request,
and maybe I'll just let you in. This lady here thinks she owns this place, obviously. Alright, let's go back to Will Powers and get a letter of request.
Hello.
Oh, what was his voice? I forgot what the voice I was doing.
Hello. How's the studio? They all think I did it, don't they?
No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick?
Right, not at all.
Where's your suspect? I need a letter of request. We'll talk about your alibi first. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you?
What? No, I'd never do that.
Earlier you said you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch.
Yeah, like a baby.
But the security lady says she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime.
What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise.
Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get.
I know, I'm sorry. But I swear to you on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me.
What did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying. She obviously saw somebody in the Steel Samurai costume, which he wasn't wearing because he was sleeping. Security lady. About the security guard at the main gate to the studio.
Oh, the security lady? She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking.
Yeah, actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio. We'll let her see you stumble once and she never let up on you. She's got some nerve.
You think you could write up a letter?
You think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation?
Of course.
Powers request, document proving Will Powers' request for an attorney. I just hope this will get me past the security lady. Alright, back to the studio. Here you go, lady. Here is my request. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers.
Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scrawl.
Powers' request given to the security lady.
To think he would entrust his fate to the youth of such unreliable appearance. Really?
Really?
Anyway, you may pass. But only left from here towards the studios. Now go to the right. That's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. The good detective told me himself.
Hey, Nick.
Huh?
There are maps to the security guard station. Hey, not bad. So main gate. Wait, I'm confused.
Those are 50 cents a piece, thank you.
Well, time to go, Nick.
50 cents.
Guide map to Global Studios. So if that's the main gate, to the left, going in is the employee area, but it says it's to the right when you go in. Oh no, we must be at the... No, we're not at the gate. The main gate. Have they reversed this for us? Anyway, we're only allowed to the studios. Outside Studio 1. Let's go. October 16th, Studio 1 entrance. This is a creepy place.
Hey! Aren't you that murderer from the other day?
Ah! It's that confused detective!
Hey, pal, you know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset and it's your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window.
So? Hey! If he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. Oh no. I'm so sorry. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt.
You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart.
Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here?
Well, we're on this case too, pal.
Huh? Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait.
I'd say he's a character, alright. Let's examine from left to right first of all. We've got a security camera here. Hey, there's a camera here. That's security camera. It takes photos of people going to the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went where. There's a number on this camera. ST1307. That must be the camera ID number. There's a big welcome sign above the path. Yeah, apparently the studio's fallen on tough times. They've started letting people in on the film days they aren't filming. They make a bit of extra money by charging for admission. Huh, you sure know a lot about this place, detective. You know, you could always quit being a detective and work here. Yeah, and what a perfect timing with the studio mascot down for the town.
Huh? Just what's that supposed to mean, pal?
I'm pretty clear on what it meant. There's a bench, a little bush, maybe I'll take a short rest here.
Hey, good idea, pal.
Detective, aren't you on the case?
Well, yeah, but...
Hey, us detectives get tired of standing around too, pal. Detective Gumshoe, what's down the path to the left? It looks like a tree fell down over the path.
Oh yeah, that way is kind of dangerous. You should stay out, pal.
There's nothing down there anyway. That's where Studio 2 used to be, they tell me. They don't use it now, though. Huh, that seems suspicious to me. The studio mascot, I guess it's a monkey of some kind. What kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his hand. Right, Studio 1, left to Studio 2. Oh, the head's off. What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted.
Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday and the head broke off. It took that tree down with it too.
Oh, so that was this as well. There's Studio 1, then just Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked. Looks like you need a card key to get in. It makes sense that you would want to keep the non-employees out. Well, let's talk to this dude. The investigation. So how is your investigation going, detective? Alright, let's put up a new voice for this guy.
Wise guy, huh? Well, it's... Hey, I can't tell you that, pal.
Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions. Right, so detective, mind if I take a look at what you got?
What I got? The autopsy report?
The autopsy report, the latest version, if you please.
Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal.
Jack's autopsy report, time of death 10:15 at 2:30 PM. Cause pierced through the chest by a spear. Reason for arrest. Why was Mr. Powers arrested?
Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30. And that person was none other than Will Powers, the criminal. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate. Nick, if that's true, anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence. Thanks for cheering me up. The security lady. About the security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady? What a charmer. Huh? Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee. Remember what Powers said? She's a sucker for authority. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence. What? What is this decisive evidence? What kind of evidence? Well, that photo. The photo of the Steel Samurai heading towards the scene of the crime. What? Who took that? See the camera up on that gate, pal? The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign? Yeah, whenever someone walks by, that camera automatically snaps a photo of them. Oh no! Nick, he has evidence. We're finished. Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that. Oh, ho, 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 ho. We'd like to ask the employees here some questions. Sure thing, pal. Go where you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found. Glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves. Nick, let's go. You've got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out. Right, studio main gate. Nick, look. That security lady is in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. I will guess all cops like their donuts. Yeah, they're soft enough she doesn't need her teeth to chew them. Hey, you! Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet? Ugh. She had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. The computer that runs. Oh, she don't let me touch it. Photographic proof. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am? Huh? Oh, that? I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left from here is the gate with the camera that took the photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. Reason for suspicion. The guard station is in a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1. The murder happened right around 2:30, see? The only way I could have seen him go through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him, too. Ooh, my voice is going. If he's not the one who did it, I don't know who is. Maybe it was you? Yeah! Good one, Sonny. She thinks I was joking. Mr. Hammer. Was the victim Mr. Hammer a popular actor? Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio. Was past tense? Oh yes, he was great as the bearded samurai. That too, yes. He shone the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate, it's a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him? Automatic camera. About the security camera. Oh yes, the camera. It's automatic. You can tell when someone walks through that gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently, it records the time when it takes a picture too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over there in the security guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do. So, can I check this then? Apparently not. Maybe I can go through the gate? This is the studio
studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked. Looks like you need a card key to get in. Makes sense they want to keep non-players out. Alright, so let's go back to the main gate. And then we'll go to the employee area where we haven't been yet. October 16th, Global Studios employee area. Nick! This is where they do all the behind the scenes stuff. Hey look, there's Power's dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. There's the remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak. T-bone steak, that would have hit the spot. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have second stomach just for steaks. What? Let's see. That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. Wow, Nick, you know a lot about the industry. What else would they keep in a film studio? Got a vending machine? Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh. It's so normal. I was expecting some cool themed snacks or something. Popcorn, at least. Wait, look. Samurai soda. Nick, try this. Ladies first. You got a bin? No. Got some... I don't know what this is. Anything else? We've got the sky. We've got a window. A window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted so I can't see inside. We've got a light above the door. We've got Will Powers. There's a sign by the dressing room door. Will Powers. It must be neat to be a star and have your own room like this. The door to the dressing room. It's not locked. Hey Nick, let's take a look inside. Maybe you can find something as a souvenir. What do you mean find? You never know, there might be something like the samurai spear. We don't need a spear. Also, that's a murder weapon. For crying out loud. So move into the dressing room. They're spying on you, buddy. I'm playing it now. October 16, Global Studios dressing room. Power's dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping? Or at least, this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him take a nap here, did they? Right, there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth, for his sake. Let's look around. There's the frosted glass. It's locked. Looks like he doesn't open his window that much. I guess it is kind of dusty outside. Here's where he was supposedly sleeping. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. See, we've got costumes in the corner. There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes. It'd be fun to wear one of the costumes. I'd say you're already wearing one myself. Yep. Got some stuff on the table. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must be giving these to the employees. Some tea and cookies. Nick, I'm hungry. You just had a burger. Yeah, and I have separate stomach for sweets. How many stomachs does this girl have? Got a bag on the floor. Huh? This must be Power's bag. Hey, don't open that. Look, an employee card key. That must be Power's. It says Studio 1. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it, you mean. Borrow. Card key added to the inventory. Anything else in here? I wonder what else is inside Power's bag. Stop that, my partner, the thief in training. Well, I kind of wanted to see what was in there as well. They always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. I see my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. More stuff. There's a vast array of cosmetics here. Oh, this is the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie. Nick, try this on. No. And how could you tell the name of a show just by looking at a wig? I kind of like samurai movies. Kinda. Alright, I think that's everything. So I'd say we move back to the employee area. And then back to the main gate. And then outside Studio 1. And now you can move into examine the gate for which we now have a passkey. Then to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. Wonder if this card key we borrowed from the dressing room will work. It opened! Alright, we're in. She was way too happy for someone visiting the crime scene. Alright. Inside Studio 1. October 16th, Studio 1. What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here, and the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was a samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. Alright, let's start with the background. Looks like a backdrop for a stage. This must be used in the Steel Samurai show. Of course, that's the mountain, Neo Fujiyama. Doesn't the Steel Samurai take place in Old Tokyo? Can you even see Mount Fuji from there? Not Old Tokyo, Nick. Neo Old Tokyo. Oh, right. Got a bunch of camera equipment. Wow, look at that camera. That must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought.
Hey, you! No touching that!
Oh, it's a girl. Sorry, my partner is kind of, you know.
You know? No, I don't know.
Who are you?
Who, me?
I'm an assistant here.
I help with props and...
I'm not doing voices for girls anymore. Screw that. My voice can't take it. I help with props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers. WP. I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit, but do what you can for WP, okay? He never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. I guess she likes him. Don't worry, leave it to us. Wow, look at that camera. That must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. She immediately touched it. Right, we've got a little rucksack that we can't look in yet. That's confusing. We've got a ladder. Look, a ladder. That's a step ladder. So what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. This girl is out there. Got a chair. Hey, look, that's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of those. Hey Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards they clap at the start of films. And look, a megaphone. A real-life megaphone. Ready, Nick? Action! This girl is more trouble than I thought. We've got something back here. What's this? That's for reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that. The assistant holds it during the filming. What? Where's all your enthusiasm for all things entertainment? Well, lighting is fine, but I'd want to see the director, or maybe the Steel Samurai. I think she's being serious. Maybe this reflecting thing was used to trick the cameras. Now let's start with number 1. The outline where Jack's hammer body is the tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. Guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected a spear stabbing would leave at least a few stains. Blood stains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. Really? We're looking at the 1, 2, 3. Alright, I guess we'll just talk to the lady then. The day of the crime. Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where Power's dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that, so far it checks out. What can you tell me about Will Powers? Did you know that Mr. Powers is sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some sort of urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of girl do you think I am? What kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. So much for getting a confirmation of Powers' alibi. What do you do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about! A clue! A lead! Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just afternoon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yes, several times. Some other studio employees, perhaps? No, I don't think so. The only one thing we had scheduled was an action sequence run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot. When you say sensing somebody, you don't mean with a mystical sense, do you? Like sixth sense? So you sense that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yes, I think. I think doesn't put it in a witness testimony. Nick, what about that security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. Hey, look, any thoughts about this? Sorry, I don't really want to think about it. What can you tell me about the layout of the... No, she don't got nothing to tell me. Outside studio wall. He's got nothing new to talk about. Go back to the main gate. October 16th, Global Studios main gate. What? You're still here? Really, you look as though you've seen a ghost. You look like a ghost, you old bag. Assistant's claim. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face. I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 PM, correct? And that estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times? Sure as can be. But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me?
Alright, you better not tell me and tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin! Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh?
We were just talking to the assistant in Studio 1. Why did you sprag?
Her! She's not even a full-time employee! All you young'uns are like that nowadays, trying to get your mouths like there was no tomorrow, saying this and that and the other thing. Well, when I was young, I knew a thing or two of my respect for the elders back then. Shame that you used to today.
She left. Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. She's not a good security lady if she got vexed and she just left. Let's see, let's steal the bus. No. Let's check this computer out. The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Nick, maybe we can see that photo of Powers with this computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Try it. Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick? Looks like I just have to enter in a few numbers. Let's see, first I need the date of the murder. Looks like the camera turned on at 1 PM that day. 1 PM, that was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Please enter the number of the security camera. 307, I think it was? There, entered. Hey, it printed out the data for that day. Let's see what we got. Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Huh? Something's printed on the back. Huh? October 15, 2 PM, photo number 2? What does that mean? Maybe there's more photo data from that day. Nope, that's the only one in the computer. Powers photo taken at the gate between the entrance of the studio at 2 PM. Photo number 2, so what's photo number 1 of? Hey, Nick. Can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah. We'll put that security lady in her place with this. Right, we'll put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it was just a joke. So, are we done for today? I think this photo is what we need for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady. We'll find out next time. Alright, so that was day 1 investigation. Now it's day 1 trial, I think? Day 2 trial. Ooh. Well, let's get to it. October 18th, 10 AM, District Court, courtroom number 4. Oh my god, Edgeworth is here!
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please.
The prosecution will assure the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact.
I see. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness.
Very well, I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court.
Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studios, see?
This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. that day. Past the security station, there's a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder, where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant, whose name Penny. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then, after lunch... Oh, why did I take a southern twang?
Why, can't see? Then, after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1.
Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m., the production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear was found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to the whole thing again? Nah, I'm alright. I think I could probably remember that.
So the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval.
Samurai spear. The spear was found stuck in the chest of the victim. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see?
Understood.
Let's call this security officer to the stand. Yeah, let's call her. We're gonna crack her open like an egg. Will the witness declare her name?
My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered.
Your name, please.
Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma.
Your name, please. Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names.
Wendy Oldbag, dearie.
Her name is actually Oldbag.
So just call me Grandma, that's my name. So even when I was young, I was an old bag. Still how the children would make fun of me, and can you believe it? It was just the boy, the captain of the chess club. He called me an old bag when I cried, and I just... Objection! I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. I was just getting to the good part, dearie.
Perhaps we could get to the testimony.
Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, I was. I'm not doing the voice of the old lady anymore.
And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you.
You know your stuff, do you?
You may begin your testimony.
She sure is one hell of an old bag. Witness testimony, witness's account. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now the murder happened at 2:30 p.m, right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, the man right there, and he was headed towards the studio. That's not right. You saw the defendant then,
Very well, let's begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination, witness's account. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Exactly 1 p.m.? Huh? So up until that time, anyone who wanted to go could go into the studio? Well, there wasn't a security guard at the gate, no. But the main gate was locked daily. You need an employee card key to get in. Right, the card key that I have. So what she's saying is no one who wasn't supposed to be there could get in. Was there anyone arrived at the studios when you arrived at the guard station? Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through there since the morning. A run-through? They were working out a scene between the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate. They got the basics figured out by noon and were to use the afternoon for practice. Rehearsal was supposed to start at 5. That's why poor old Hammer went to Studio 1 in the afternoon. So Powers was in his dressing room sleeping when he was supposed to be practicing? Talk about a laid-back hero. There was a run-through in the morning. Why did you only get there afternoon? Well, I had some errands to run that morning. What errands? We need to know. What kind of errands? Oh, well, you know. No, I don't know. Answer the question. Actually, I was watching poor Ham and Powers, observing, you know. Oh, she's in the background, actually. Never noticed that before. Observing. You weren't supposed to be at the guard station. Whippersnapper, I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job. I'm not sure your boss would see it that way. Anyway, I always watch Hammer's run-throughs. Always. Never missed one in all my years. Wow, I want to see a Steel Samurai run-through too. You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty. Not a bad idea. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. Did you see the victim then? Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Tell us what happened next. I was at the main gate from then until 5. The whole time? So you were watching the whole time? No breaks? Not even a second? Of course. I'm a professional, you know. Or are you criticizing how I do my job, whippersnapper? No, it's just after seeing you eating those donuts in the guard station yesterday. I could watch the gate and eat donuts at the same time. Whipper, snipper, whapper. She's arrested. Snipper, whapper. Old Windbag is losing it, Nick. Why don't you raise an objection? So the witness was on duty through the afternoon the whole time. Very well. What did you see? Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? I was at the main gate from then until 5 o'clock. What evidence do I have? 2:30 p.m. death. Card key. Taken at the gate between the entrance and the studios. How did you know that? Oh ho ho! I have my ways. That overdressed young detective told me. I fed him some donuts and he talked and talked. If you ask me, the detective isn't cut out for his job. Poor Detective Gumshoe getting ratted out by a security guard. Interesting to me because a certain man worked right by me at 2 p.m. Who? Exactly. 2? You're sure? Sure as spit. Well, who was the man? Really, you should try not to get so excited at your age. You might strain something. Oh my god, go away. It's so many. No, don't get your skivvies in all in a bunch. I'll tell you who it was. It was Powers. That man right there, and he was heading towards the studio. Now that's not conclusive. So you saw Mr. Powers? That's what I said. Got wax in your ears, sonny? Nick, this is your chance. Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon. I'll say it again. It was him. It was Powers. That man right there, and he was heading towards the studio. This is your evidence. That's not Will Powers. That's the samurai. Objection! Take it to the bank! Let me get this straight, old bag. Mrs. Old Bag. Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo. Miss Old Bag. Is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right? No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai.
I know that! I wasn't born yesterday!
No one in this court is accusing of you of that, Miss, Witness. He's having trouble calling her old bag up, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you?
There's the old bag. Of course I have proof.
What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised. The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all information in your possession ahead of time.
How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you.
Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me that this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. Wow. Old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good.
Let's hear about your proof, then.
Witness testimony. The man in the photo.
I never say anything I don't mean, mind you.
That morning during the run-through of the action scene,
I saw Powers trip and fall.
he broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg, see? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? Well, could be someone shorter in the costume. So he sprained his ankle. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Cross-examination, the man in the photo. I never say anything I don't mean, my dear. Hold it! You say a lot of things you don't mean. Whippersnapper! Hey, I haven't said anything yet. I'll have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I've said is on the straight and narrow. The up and up youth today always winding about each other, pointing fingers this way and that way. It's enough to make an old lady want to cry. Mr. Wright, please for all our sakes try not to upset the witness. I think Edgeworth has met his match. That morning during the run-through of the action scene, who was present at the run-through? Well, let's see, there was Powers, he's the Steel Samurai, then poor old Hammer, the evil magistrate, and me.
And what exactly were you doing?
Observing, just observing. What about the assistant? Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such, so she didn't see the run-through then. I saw Powers trip and fall. Trip and fall? Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course. You helped make it better? I kissed it where it hurt. What?
Let's just skip over that part, shall we?
Where was the assistant then? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankles. You may continue your testimony. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Which prop? He broke a prop. Sure did. His own samurai spear. His samurai spear? The murder weapon? Luckily I was there with my duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as a significant detail. I'd better write this down in the court record. Samurai weapon, spear, the murder weapon. A break in the shaft has been mended with duct tape. Apparently he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained? Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch. Thus the nap. Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked. Dragging his foot. Okay. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor?
Well, there is one thing that bothers me.
Which is...
Where is this Steel Samurai costume now?
Her. Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. It seems pretty important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes. And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers.
I suppose that's right.
Are you sure you're sure, Your Honor? Object. Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers.
The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also.
Oh, he's thinking something up.
Then allow me to remove the doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice.
Witness account continued. The time of Paul Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. True. The only person I saw go to the studio for them was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them.
So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Cross-examination. Witness's account continued. The time of Paul Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. How do you know that?
Didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the young detective, and then, after some rubbish about being a secret pal, he told me everything. I see, Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officer's fondness for donuts.
The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers, but it wasn't, it was the Steel Samurai. Are you absolutely sure?
Oh, quite, sonny. Nobody suspicious looking passed by at all.
Nobody suspicious looking? Right. No one else went there. But what about before you got to the guard station? You mean before what? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them. Would you have? Are you sure? The witness has answered the question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness.
That's right, sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy.
That's a bad name. Edgy boy. Even he didn't like it. Old Windbag show has balls, or, well, you know what I mean. Old Windbags have a way of skipping over important details after all. Or for that matter, entirely forgetting about them. Not convenient. Something for you to look forward to, perhaps. The time of poor Mr. Hammer's death was 2. This photo says number 2, so that means somebody else that day went there, because there's a photo number 1. Where is photo number 1? Present! Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the guard for the gate for the studios, correct?
Yes, sir, sonny.
So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture.
And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground.
Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data.
Oh, you know, if you wanted to work in the studio, we might have an opening.
That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15th, 2 p.m. Photo number 2.
Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, sonny?
Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2.
Photo number 2?
The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo?
That nigga has a good point. Order. Please stand the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright.
Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not 1 but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there is only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access, the security lady herself.
Ah? Me? You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers.
But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by.
Well, yes, that's what it would seem to me. Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help!
Huh? Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either.
Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper? Something the matter, Miss Oldbag? Ah, that's right. I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate, someone other than the Steel Samurai. Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way.
She's gonna blame it on the Penny, the assistant, right?
I see. Your testimony, please.
With this testimony, the other person.
Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this. Well, of course, Sonny, I've only just remembered it. Right, anyway, please, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination.
Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. Cross-examination, the other person. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. Since when? Why haven't you mentioned this before? Another job? That's right, I check all the people that passed by the main gate that day. I look closely at every one of the photos that security camera takes. Do you back up all of the security camera data? Well, they keep telling me to, yes. But those computers are just so frustrating. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious, you see. Is that your job? That's destruction of evidence. How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking? Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces, for the most part. For the most part.
This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag. Well, I didn't test that suspicious-looking Will Powers photo, did I?
I think she's missing the point. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. What photo is this? Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased?
A fanboy.
Fanboy?
Steel Samurai fanboys, real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsal from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was dead that day.
Wait a second, did you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words.
Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area.
Oh, right there.
The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside and, well, that's where they come in.
They come in through the drain.
I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids, children, whippersnappers.
Kids? She's making this up. So on the photo that you erased,
it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What?
There's no evidence of this supposed boy actually existing.
Order? Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the Steel Samurai, dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade. Oh yes, well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him.
A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield a samurai spear.
Impossible, I'd think. It's quite heavy.
Right. As I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there, that makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him.
This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information, and no forgetting vital information this time.
Something's off. October 18th, 11:08 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3.
Mr. Power.
Oh wait, that's me talking. Mr. Powers.
Yeah?
Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio?
I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest.
My throat's going. I can't do this no more. So who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo?
How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really.
What? You should take better care of that stuff.
I couldn't imagine anyone wanting to steal a Steel Samurai costume.
So, where does this leave me? It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick, what are we going to do? First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this. Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day. Right. But if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't seem very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go.
What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter? The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence. But there is still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts?
The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime.
Order? Interesting.
Let us hear who you have in mind, however. Be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. It seems you do that all the time. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right, great, as if the stakes weren't high enough. So, who was this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed the murder? The assistant girl? No, she would have been caught. The grade school boy? The security lady? She could have been the first person that went through, then come back and erased her own photo. Bam! It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Who? The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about this morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag.
What? Whippersnapper!
Order?
Order.
Is this true, Oldbag?
Oldbag? That's Miss Oldbag to you!
Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume. Then slipped into the Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers.
I see.
Excellent detective reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right there. Right here. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. What? What's that supposed to mean? So I picked the wrong person? Oh, so you all think I did it, is that it?
Edgy boy, don't just sit there and do something!
What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way. Press further. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too.
Indeed.
That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy! The one whose photo I erased. He's only a grade schooler though, as you said. Second or third grade, was it? But that doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin in my old man in 10 seconds, tops. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer.
What? How can you be so sure?
Or is it nice to... Is it to be nice to kind of me? Reset. Oh, or is it? Is it be nice to kids and mean to your elders day, whippersnapper? There. I have proof.
Proof? Indeed, then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder.
The boy wouldn't have a card key. You need the card key to get into Studio 1.
Take that!
Take that! The scene of the murder, as we all know, was Studio 1. However, you need a card key to enter Studio 1. How could a boy with no formal relation to the studios have a card key?
I see. Oh, would the witness care to comment on this?
The windbag. Speechless. It's gotta be a first.
Very well.
This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find more about your witness, Miss Windy... What was her name? Something old bag, Your Honor. Then the prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Wait a second.
I'm not going to just sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me! I'm talking. Surprise! Surprise, witness. Oh great, stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk.
Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about.
Not to talk about?
By who? Huh, you mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, testify. This day's not over. With his testimony, my lips were sealed. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. What? These are complete witness suspects. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now? Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap and I always do what I'm told. Well, clearly not, because you just opened your trap. No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Cross-examination, my lips were sealed. So you were told not to talk. That's right, by the studio and the TV bigwigs, no less. Why didn't I hear about this? Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in on it. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. Who are these people? Who are these people? Well, the director and the producer for starters. The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course. Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it. So where were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. Studio 2? There was a Studio 2? It was blocked off by a tree. Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. If you go through the gate and all the way to the left, the path where the monkey's head was fallen over. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? I think I've already asked all my questions, but continue cross-examination. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? Miss Oldbag, this is a trial for murder. I know that, silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And they gave me a little bonus on the side, so you got bribed. So you got your bonus and you still talked. I think I've asked all the questions I have to ask. Continue cross-examination. Guess there's no harm in getting as much info as I can. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. Oh, that was everything. So they were actually in the studio. Yes, the whole day. When they heard about the murder, they beat it before the cops came. I'll kill this woman, I swear it. I feel sorry for Edgeworth almost. She really left him hanging on this one. If you're going to let me go accusing me, I'm not letting you get away. Them? Who were these people? Well, the director and the producer for starters. The director. You should have known something was happening. Oh, we've already had this bit. Right. Yep, we've seen this bit. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue? Take a break. Your Honor, we have learned there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbank, and more information about these other people we have just been told of. I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. Alright, we managed it. October 18th, 1:04 PM, District Court Defendant Lobby, number 3.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wright.
I was right to ask you to defend me. Oh, really? It's nothing. Hehe. Or should I say... Or should I... We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up at the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So, Nick, have we figured out just who it was in that steel samurai costume? Could it really have been old Windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really. No, I'll keep going English. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor old Windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her. Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios. Right, we'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Alright, we did it. Now we just need to find the real murderer. Yes, let's save our progress. Hey, thank you, New York, the random NYC, the random vlogger. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Now we're going to day 2 investigation, and then it'll be day 3 trial. Let's see. I think we've got enough time to do one more investigation. Let's go. October 18th, Wright and Co. Law Offices. Phew, what a day. This is no time for relaxing, Nick. Say, you think WP's got a chance? I guess that really depends on the people we found out about in today's trial. The director and the producer. Yeah, them. Well, what are we doing here then? Let's get to the studios. Of course we can, but I always like to check and examine every place. It's a nice day outside. The hotel must always full of these days. Watercolor technique. No movie, but it doesn't have a title poster on it. There's a lot of books here, scary that I have to read them all. This was Mia's desk, now it's my desk. Sitting here makes me feel like a professional. What to do? What do you think we should do? What do I... Huh? Why don't you just do what you just said? We gotta get the scoop on this director and producer. Alright, then there's no point hanging out here. That's what I've been saying. Let's get to the studios pronto. Any other ideas though? I'd like to take a bit of help. We don't have enough information to make a case yet. That's exactly the same thing you said yesterday. Just admit it, you don't have a clue what happened. There's not enough information. So let's see, I've still got this stuff. Let's visit the detention center. October 18th, detention center. Visitor's room. Let's see if we can get this guy to tell us the name of his producer and the director. Oh, Mr. Wright. Thank you for earlier. I've changed voice again for him. Not at all, we got lucky to tell the truth. You could say that again. Let's not. So, WP, you have any leads that might get us going in the right direction? Sorry, but no. Be sure to tell us anything that comes to mind, no matter how small. keep going English. We can't rely on getting lucky again tomorrow. Yes. This guy munches the room. Smile for the camera. The fanboy. Do fanboys sneak into the studios often? No, not that I know of. That security lady's pretty strict for them. In today's testimony, did she say they were often hanging around? The kids really love the Steel Samurai. They sneak past when she's not looking, I guess. Let's talk about the director. Was the director present at the morning run-through? Yes, he was. He was directing how the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate should move. Why didn't you tell us that before? Well, just the studio asked us to keep quiet. That has nothing to do with this. I hate to repeat myself, but Nick here is a newbie lawyer, fresh off the bar. When he loses, he's gonna lose big. I see. Whose side is she on? You aren't hiding anything else from us, are you? No, I sure hope not. This is who they think you are, by the way. Regarding this photograph, yes. This really, truly, absolutely isn't you, right? Right. I was sleeping in my dressing room the whole time, honest. But who else could have worn it? Your costume was in your dressing room? Yes, I guess they snuck in and took it while I was asleep. But who? This is your key card, by the way, right? Found this key card in your dressing room. Oh, that's mine, yes. Can people outside the studio get these cards? I don't think so. Even I have to return the card. Once the show's done filming, that is. Huh. You broke this, right? Regarding the murder weapon. Yes. Is it heavy, that spear? It's pretty hefty, yeah. I don't think the average person will be able to swing it around effectively. And that's the spear that broke or something during the morning run-through? Oh yeah, I goofed on a round kick, you see. I broke the spear. The security lady fixed it for me right away, though. With the duct tape, we heard. He was stabbed with the spear. I think we've got all we can from this dude. Let's go to the studio. October 18th, 2:16 PM, Global Studios main gate. No one's here. Right now they have Miss Oldbag in custody. I guess they don't have anyone else to replace her. Hey, in the God Station, look, she left the donuts. What? I wasn't going to eat them. Let's see, we've still got the van. Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry on film equipment. We've got the gate, the main entrance to the studios. They probably have a police officer on patrol out there. And we are already in the studios. An overhead map of the studios. Right from here is the employee area. To the left are the actual film studios. The security guard station, Miss Oldman must look like junk food. There's a mountain of it on the desk in there. And we've got the computer. The computer runs the studio camera. It looks like it's been turned off for the day. Well, we should turn that back on, right? And let's check out the employee area first. October 18th, Global Studios employee area. Look, it's that assistant girl. Hey! Hi, WP's lawyers, right? I heard about the trial. Great job, guys. Oh, don't mention it. Is it true they caught the security lady? Oh. Actually, she just called me. She told me to cover up that drain. You mean that one? Wow, what a mess. I know. I'm not so good with handiwork. Some assistant, right? Yeah, but you do work on the props and the backdrops, right? Right. Just lots of times they end up looking worse than they did before I fixed them. Oh, well I'm sure these things happen, nothing to worry yourself about. You're right, I won't. Personally, I think she should worry at least a little bit more. Well, if you'll excuse me, I have to go to the guard station. I'm supposed to fill in for Miss Oldbag. Right, see you later then. Good luck with your investigation. So, they patched this up. So the fanboy they were talking about in the trial today, he came in through that drain. So it seems, I guess they covered it up in a hurry. Hey Nick, if that drain's covered, the boy won't be able to get in. Yeah, I think that was the idea. Feel kind of sorry for him though, don't you? What, you want to rip the grate off? Really, Nick? We can? Whoa, she's serious? Uh-oh. Let's leave it be. Nah, I think we should leave it on. They only just repaired it.
And if we take it off, their system will get yelled at by you-know-who. Yeah, I guess so. Wow, I didn't expect her to take it that hard. She kind of makes me want to rip it off. Here's the backdrop. Half-finished backdrop for a stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably Neo Old Tokyo Castle. Here's the bike. Looks like one of those electric powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? Makes it a lot easier to go up the hills. Don't people cycle to get exercise? The remnants of other day's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. T-bone minus the steak. See the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. Then we've got a vending machine. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Heh, it's so normal. I was expecting something cool. Themed snacks or something. Popcorn at least. Wait, look, samurai soda. Nick, try this. Be my guest. Okay. Oh, too bad. It's sold out. A window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted so I can't see inside. Willpower's the sign. Drawer is not locked. Hey Nick, let's go in. Maybe there'll be something else to steal. Hey, we're not thieves. But we did take that card key. We borrowed that. There's a difference. Let's enter the dressing room. October 18th, Global Studios dressing room. This is where the Steel Samurai costume was on the day of the murder. That's what Mr. Powers says, at least. I guess they snuck in and it took it while he was sleeping. But Nick, what if Mr. Powers hadn't been sleeping? I wonder what the killer was planning on doing then. She's got a good point. So, the frosted up windows, which are locked. It's kind of dusty outside. Someone was sleeping here. Powers did take a nap. We've got a bunch of costumes over here. There's some regular suits in among those costumes here. Those must be Mr. Powers' personal clothes. We've got stuff on the table. A bunch of snacks. They give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies. Wait, Nick. What now? These snacks. They've passed the expiration date. Then don't eat them. They're snacks. They're meant to be eaten. I agree. You always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. I see my hair still nice as package, so I like it. Then we've got a wig over here. There's an array of cosmetics here. According to Maya, that wig was used in a small TV show. Samurai Boogie Woogie, Nick. Get with the picture. Look, explain to me how you can identify a show just by seeing a wig. I am kind of like samurai movies. Kinda. Let's check what else is in Mr. Power's bag. Mr. Power's bag. I wonder what's inside. Hey, supermarket tabloids? Wow, I'm kind of shocked. Maya, leave those alone. Wolf men found on Mars? I'll have to buy that issue. Doesn't seem like there's anything else going on here. We'll have to go and check Studio 2 maybe? You know what, I tried to help it, but let's rip this off. So the fanboy we're talking about came into the drain, so if that drain covered, the boy won't be running. Okay, sorry, don't you? You want to rip the grate off? Really, Nick? We can? Oh, she's serious. Rip it open, go ahead, I don't care. Well, I guess some things are just made to be broken. Yay, you know, Nick, you're pretty swell sometimes. Sometimes. Yeah! There, that should make the kids happy. The things we do. The drain grate is off, and I know who did it. Now the kids will be able to come in again. Doesn't it make you feel great to do a good deed like that? Must be nice to live so free of guilt. The grate that used to cover the drain. It's a little bent. I don't think it would fit if I tried to put it back on. Well, let's go to the main gate. Oh, hello. We got in trouble anyway, we didn't care. Oh, you look a little out of place. It's the clothes, isn't it? I thought my camo vest might do the trick. Kind of an alternative gold fashion thing. Is this turned on now? That's actually off. The studios. So how are the studios doing? There's police wandering around everywhere. It's terrible. They won't even let me do cleanup. They don't want me disturbing evidence. I haven't even cleaned up our lunch plates from the day of the murder. You mean those plates with the stick bones left over on them in the employee area? Yeah. Can you believe it? The fanboy. The kids sneak in here a lot. Well, I don't think there's that many of them, but I do see one in particular bunch. He's always gawking at the steps or snapping pictures. You should see old Windbag's eyes flash when she sees him. She has a bit of trouble catching him though.
the director et al. I heard something at the trial today. They said that the director and producer were here the day of the murder. Oh, sorry. I was in the prop storage room, so I didn't see them. I guess they were here though. The studio head seemed pretty eager to keep us quiet. So they were trying to protect the director? More the producer, really. The producer's our real star here. She saved these studios from the brink of disaster and kept them running. I don't think we'd still be in business if it weren't for that producer. The producer, huh? Can I ask you about this card key? Why they gave the lawyer one of those card keys? Well, I'm sort of borrowing it. I see. You better be careful not to lose that. They're very strict about those card keys here. Guess they're pretty good about keeping these out of outsiders' hands. Well, I've got one, so no, they're not. Thanks, I'll be careful. What do you know about this photo? Just take a look at this. That's Mr. Powers. Why is he dragging his leg like that? What is this anyway? Looks like she didn't know about the photo or the injury that morning. Never mind. What about this spear? You're in charge of props. So you work with the props, right? About that murder weapon. You mean the samurai spear? Yeah, it's a prop, but it's still pretty heavy. I hate having to carry that thing around. So you'd have to be pretty strong to use that as a weapon, it sounds like. Why is Mr. Powers the only person I can think of? Unless it's broke and it was duct taped on. So what if the broken bit, just the blade was taken, stabbed, and then the rest of it was duct taped back on? That would make sense. Alright, let's go to outside Studio 1. Top 18 Studio 1 entrance. Hey Nick, looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. Right, he's probably up to his neck in paperwork after the commotion at today's trial. So Nick, remember that Studio 2 we heard about at the trail today? It was down that path with the fallen tree, right? Yeah, I think that's what they said. Maybe the director and the rest of them are there today. Now's our chance, Nick. Let's check it out. Of course we can. Let me just take a look around. I'm bushed. Maybe I'll sit down for a bit. This is exactly why I don't want to get old ever. Hey, I'm still young. I'm just tired. Nick, when you start having to say I'm still young, you know it's all over. But I am still young. That's the security camera. He took 2 pictures on the day of the murder before the actual time of death. One of them was the steel samurai, the other was a grade school boy. Doesn't seem to be switched on today. It says welcome. They let people in when they're not filming, right? Nick, let's come back someday. What do you say? Sure, if that security guard lets us in. Studio mascot. Apparently it's a monkey of some kind. I've never seen a monkey with a nose like that before. Why don't they put his head back on? Maybe we should ask that assistant. I'm not sure we really want her fixing anything. And you probably need a crane to move that thing. Probably so. In the trial they said Studio 2 was down this path. The monkey head is in the way, but we should be able to get by it without problem. This monkey head is really heavy. Well, it did knock that tree over when it fell. Both of these, the monkey head and the tree, fell the day of the murder, didn't they? Yeah, that's what Detective Gumshoe said. Looked at that. There's Studio 1. There's Studio 1. This is the end studio where they found the body. Let's check Studio 1 real quick. I don't really want to be in here. Yep, it is a murder scene. I want to go someplace else. Nick. She left. Looks like back surface. Of course, that's the mountain near Fujiyama. That big bag keeps looking suspicious to me, but I guess it's a step ladder. Then we've got director's chair. The director sits in all those ones. Then the board thing and a megaphone. This girl is more trouble than I thought. That's for reflecting light. They call it a light reflector. This is where the body was found. Alright, there was actually nothing to find here. So back to Studio 1. Then let's go to Studio 2. October 18th, Studio 2 entrance. I'm just going to get a quick drink. Alright, I'm back.
This place is deserted.
Not quite deserted. Nick, what was that noise? It sounded like it came from inside the trailer. Someone must be inside. Hello? No answer. Pretty suspicious if you ask me, Nick. Let's go in. I'm not sure we should be barging in. Huh? It's locked. What? Don't we have a key? No, but there's probably one in the guard station at the main gate. Then what are we waiting for? Let's borrow it. They let us. Well, let's examine the place first. The trailer door is locked. The key is probably in the security guard station. I doubt they'd let us borrow it. Of course, I expected this trailer looks like it's been here for a while. I don't think this is part of some temporary film set. Got a bunch of flowers. There's some flowers here. Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these. Don't get too close, that fence looks dangerous. These look like materials for making a movie set. They've been sitting here for quite some time. This might as well be a junkyard. Number 2. There's big 2 painted here. Probably because this is studio number 2. Probably, though it doesn't look like anything. Doesn't look anything like the studio. We've got some dinner. Looks like 2 people ate here. There's nothing left on the plates. Hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too. What is it with the steaks around here? Hey, there's always room for steak. But something does seem out of place. What? I don't know, it just feels odd. An incinerator. Apparently they just put this one in. It's already covered in soot, they must not clean it much. And then we've got a light van for moving stuff and equipment around. They've kept it in pretty good shape, looks like it runs fine. Well, let's go for a drive. Sure, if I had a license. Nick, you don't have a driver's license? But look, I have this. Why are you showing me your attorney's badge, Nick? Alright, I guess we're going to go back to the guard station. Studio main gate. Security guard station. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras. Oh, please don't touch anything in there. Security lady would knock the stuff out of me if she knew. I really want the key to that trailer. Maybe next time. Then how the hell am I supposed to get it? Maybe you could send it to go fix this. Damn, how do we do this? Let's go to the detention center. Nope. Any ideas? She don't know nothing. So what the hell am I supposed to do? We're supposed to get the key, but she don't let us get the key. What the? Who Jew dudes? Wow, what? Huh? Wait, you first, who are you? And what the hell's up with your face? You look pretty suspicious to me. Whatever, lamers. How could you not know the great salmonella? I make the lead shows, the Steel Samurai, mine, or TFC, read the film credits. Really? You're the Salmonella? Salmonella, bloody give you indigestion, what the hell? I'm so sorry, you look so sorry. No, quite alright, really. It is fine, ruffle. Roll on the floor laughing. What is it? You know, on closer inspection. Yeah, hot. Hey, did you do a lot of cosplay? Cause that costs you rock sauce. What? Hey, you're drooling. Hey, lol. Buffer overran. But you triggered my creative powers. Yes, it's coming to me, Pink Princess. The sequel to the Steel Samurai, Pink Princess, Warrior of Little Old Tokyo. Roll on floor laughing. Lamau. Pink Princess? Why is it gotta be Little Old Tokyo? Why can't you have a cool name like Neo Old Tokyo? Maya, we really need to talk about cool. We've already looked at everything in here. Guess this is the only dude we can talk to. The day of the crime. Did you notice anything unusual on the day of the murder? Oh, I know who you dudes are. The skitty lady told you about us, eh? That's right. It was a pretty regular day. We had a run through for an action scene in the morning. Then a meeting from lunchtime in the Studio 2 trailer. I was so busy I didn't even get the chance to eat lunch. A T-bone steak, was it? Yeah, suksors. I hate missing out on food. Nick, what does suksors mean? No idea. Anyway, I was in a meeting from noon till after 4 with the producer and some bigwigs from the network. Mr. Hammer's time of death was estimated at 2:30 PM. He's telling the truth, that meeting gives him an alibi. The producer. About the producer who was at the meeting with you? Oh, you mean Dee Vasquez? She's a genius. Mad skills all the way, scary though, spits. She brought these studios back from the brink of destruction. She's the one who made it possible for me to make the Steel Samurai. You're meeting with her on the day of the murder, right? Yeah, we were together from noon to 4 PM the whole time. Bigwigs. Who exactly are these bigwigs people keep mentioning? Oh, it's the boss over at the network and some sponsors, also a few production guys. They piled into a limousine and got here right around noon. Major tension. Continues to sweat. He just sweats in general. I think that's his natural state of being. Were all of them with you the entire time? Yeah, unfortunately. They're all grey-haired geezers. Sounds like they'd all be reliable witnesses. And I think grey-haired geezers are better than you, bro. What can you tell me about this? I try not to pay much attention to things that are... Why are you staring at me like that? This card key. I hate the way his tongue moves. This is WP, right? How do you know? Well, look, he's obviously dragging his foot. Oh, right. The director would know about the injury. He was there. I try not to pay attention. I don't think there's anything else we can ask that dude. I don't think I want to. Unless we could get into this area. Nope. Let's go to the main gate. Ah, she's back! You again! How rude, acting like you've seen a ghost. You certainly got back to your post quickly. Well, the police took me away, they did. They pulled out a spare Steel Samurai costume. Told me to put it on, can you imagine? How could I, a sweet little old lady, wear a giant suit like that? Mr. Powers is pretty tall. As soon as they saw there was no way I could wear it, they let me go. I guess that would rule out her being the murderer. Anyway, know this whippersnappers, this old lady never forgets a slight or an insult. I blamed the murder on her. I made her a suspect just to buy us more time. And you won't get any information out of me, my lips are sealed. You sure are talking with someone with sealed lips. Start now, 1, 2, 3. This lady's too much. Security card station. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras. Hey, no touching. I better investigate there later. The fanboy. I'm about that kid you saw you. So if I see him again, I'm taking him down. Nick, look at her eyes. She's serious. The director. About the director, the one who was not here on the day of the murder. If I see him again, I'm taking him down. Oh, Nick, I think she's losing it. Hey, look, I got this cockeyed. I have a feeling she's not going to spot to anything I show her now. So even anything else? Maybe that Penny's back at... Ooh, it's a kid. Hey! Hey, wait! I bet he came in right through that drain that we opened up. Hey, kiddo, what's your name, sport?
I'm not a kid, so don't talk to me like that.
Huh? But you are a kid. What a rude little brat. That's no way to talk to an adult.
I don't see no adults here, hippie fashion chick.
Hippie fashion? Nick, I think I'm being mocked. You gotta hand it to Maya, she's pretty sharp and pretty mad.
I'm Cody Hackins.
Call me kiddo again and I'll cut you down where you stand, evildoer. You can't pull the sword out, bro. So he obviously came through the drain where the fanboy came in. He didn't waste any time coming in either. Talk about cause and effect. The Steel Samurai. So you're a fan of the Steel Samurai, huh?
How dare you utter that name, evildoer?
What do you mean? We're on the Steel Samurai side.
You can't fool me.
Okay, then what's the last line said by the innkeeper in episode 8?
Ha, easy. Like some fries with that?
Not bad, kiddio. Watch it. What are they doing? What happened? So you heard anything about the incident the other day? You were here, weren't you? Did you see anything? He always... The Steel Samurai always wins. Always! Yeah, I saw him. I saw everything. What? But no way am I telling you, losers. What? Wait. Let me go. He's gone. Huh? Something fell off the table when he bumped into it on his way out. A bottle? Why was this sitting there, I wonder? Empty bottle found on the table in the employee area. The label reads sleeping pills. So they put willpowers to sleep. It was planned. Anyway, what was that kid saying? He saw everything. Let's go to the dressing room and question this guy. You wouldn't know anything about these sleeping pills, would you? This guy's just disgusting. Studio main gate. Huh? Where's that old windbag? Odd of her to leave a post. She's probably gone chasing that kid. Hey! Nick, that was her.
Stop, whippersnapper.
Yeah, sounds like she's chasing after that boy. Natch. Uh-oh, she tripped. Maya sure looks happy. Well, that gives us a chance to go in here. Hey, Nick. Now's our chance. Let's check out the guard station. Good idea. Oh, this is it, Nick. The trailer key. The key to that trailer in Studio 2. We'll be borrowing this, right, Nick? Trailer key. The key tag reads Studio 2 trailer. Alright. Maybe we could check the computer as well. No, it's still turned off. Outside Studio 1. Let's see if he ran into Studio 2. No, he didn't. Outside Studio 2. What if the key we borrowed from the guard station will work? It opened. Great. Let's go, Nick. She seems eager all of a sudden. Well, you first, Nick. Ah, not that eager. Trailer. October 18th, Studio 2 trailer. I guess she's the producer. This is my first time playing these games. That's why we're starting with this trilogy. Someone's in here. Names. Our names? We're WP's lawyers and, I see.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
And who might you be? Dee Vasquez, the producer. Dee Vasquez, she's quite beautiful. Let's examine the room first. The glass is frosted, I can't see outside. This far into October, the dimming daylight makes it feel like winter's coming. You know nothing, Jon Snow. It looks like they were designing a set to use for the Samurai Steel movie. For this Steel Samurai show. It is indeed awesome. They've got figures for how much the set costs. Can't believe they spend that much money on the sets. Singing Samurai. Another old movie poster, The Singer Samurai, starring Jack Hammer. What the hell did Samurai sing about? Chopping off heads? Oh my god! That movie was the best. It's about a samurai who sings his way to fame and fortune. Mr. Hammer was a very accomplished singer, you know. Singing Samurai Stars, What's Next, Ninja Ballet. Samurai Summer, starring Jack Hammer. This poster is quite old. Wow, it's been years since I saw that show. It's one of those typical summer romance stories, but it was great. A typical summer romance with a samurai on a horse. Then we've got Dynamite Samurai. No movie poster. Dynamite Samurai starring Jack Hammer. Guess Mr. Hammer used to be quite the star. We've got a bin, let's check it out. Nothing in here that could be a clue. Just some paper cups and a crumpled documents. Then we've got this green... Really? This bright green drink doesn't mean anything? This is where they had that meeting. There are documents and paper cups scattered around. My words is not being great today. I think that's it. Let's talk to her then. Day of the crime. I was wondering if you could tell me about the day of the murder. Miss Vasquez. Script. Excuse me? Script. I'm looking for script. A script? The Steel Samurai, episode 13. I need it. Could we ask you a bit about the day of the murder? I need to read it. We're getting nowhere fast. The Steel Samurai. We'd really like to ask you about the Steel Samurai. Miss Vasquez? It's on TV every week. That's all I have to say about that. Nick, she's telling us to go watch TV, the nerve of her. Hey, don't get mad at me. The director. About the director, Salmonella, was it? What exactly is his role here? Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. I'm looking for a script. I can be bothered with anything else. Nick, all these people in the entertainment business, this weird. It's starting to look like it. Nick, let's get out of here. Isn't there somewhere, place else we have to check? Yeah. Wait. Yeah? If you see Manila, give him this. Why do we have to do your errands? I don't think I like her. Don't cry, she'll take it as a sign of weakness. Alright, we'll give it to him if we see him. Vasquez memos. The memo reads, bring me the script for episode 13. I don't think you're gonna talk about anything else we show you, right? Not even these sleeping pills? What about this memo? Nope, she's not even interested in her own memo. You can't go through this big gate, come here. No. Then employee area. Then into the dressing room. And you can have the memo. Here, I got this from the producer. Huh? Bring me the script for episode 13. Episode 13. Where did I put that one? Oh no, I've mixed up the accents. I must have left it somewhere else. Uh-oh, my ass is boned if I do not find it. Shakes. Nick, I might be quicker to just look in all the places where he's likely to have been. I agree. So we just gotta go look for it? Okay. Let's check around here first. Probably not here then. Let's see, not on any of these tables. Won't be here, will it? Outside Studio 1. Let's move inside Studio 1. We're back at the scene of the crime. Let's find what we need and get out of here, Nick. Let's see, it's probably this thing, right? Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I was wanting to see one of these. The director. Maya, take a look around the chair for me, would you? Remember that script the director was talking about? Didn't he say he'd left it somewhere? Aha! Found it, Nick. The script. Good work. Script. A Steel Samurai script. That cover reads Episode 13. Script placed in pocket. Alright, let's get out of here. And then outside Studio 2. And then... Trailer. Here, we found it. Your script. Ah. Script handed to D. Vasquez. You're not going to talk to us? Quiet. I'm reading. Just you hold on, what's the big idea? Who do you think you are anyway, and do you even know who we are? Powers lawyers? Right. Am I suspect? No, it's just, well, no, but... You wanted to know about Day of Murder? Yes, anything you could tell us would be a big help. You know there was meeting here at noon? Yes, with the directors and the people from the network. Correct. Now listen closely. None of the people in trailer that afternoon went to Studio 1. It was impossible for us to leave. Impossible? Why? The path was blocked. The path? Why am I presenting evidence? Do you know anything about this? She don't care about none of this. Let's just talk to her normally then. The blocked path. On the day of the murder, the path leads here was blocked. You saw Mr. Monkey on way here, correct? Mr. Monkey? The monkey with broken head. Alright, that. What an original name. His head fell over in wind of day of murder. They did not move the head out of there till 3. It was after 4 by time the path was blocked. Capiche? Everyone in trailer was stuck here until path cleared. Stuck in this trailer until after 4. Hammer died 2:30. Thus, none could have gone Studio 1. What? It's true. A crane came just after 3 to move the head. We called people in to clear the way. I'm sure they corroborate my story. But wait, what if the head fell over after 2:30? Then you could have gone to Studio 1. 2:30, time of death. Very well. Come. That's Mr. Monkey. When it was not broken, it announced time in ooks. 1 ook per hour, ook, always with the ookie. It is a monkey after all. Check it head. The clock inside stopped when it broke. Nick, it stopped at 2:15. 2:15? That's right. This path was blocked from 2:15 till after 4. Therefore we're innocent. Mr. Hammer died in Studio 1 at 2:30. See? Goodbye. Mr. Monkey's head blocked the path to the scene of the crime between 2:15 and 4 PM. What do we do, Nick? There isn't anyone besides WP who could have killed Miss Hammer. It's over. We're finished. It sure doesn't look good. Guess we should head back to the office and plan our strategy. I see. There's a clock and a speaker in the monkey's head. Would usually tell the time by ooking. The clock is stopped at 2:15 now. This is the path that goes to Studio 2. The mascot head fell right on the path of the day of the murder. The path was completely blocked between 2 and 4. Or 2:15 and 4. Let's check employee area real quick. Wonder where that kid went. He has crucial information. I hate this guy. Alright, there's nothing we can do. We need to leave. Back to the detention. Actually, we'll go detention center first. Did you know about this? No, he doesn't. But you gotta know about these sleeping pills, right? You don't know nothing. Right. Back to Fainco. October 18th, Wright and Cole law officers. Now what? We're fresh out of clues. Everyone's alibi is watertight. We don't even have any promising leads. Things are looking pretty grim. It's a little early for giving up, don't you think? Huh? You've got one lead. Mia, it's you! She's taken over her sister's body from the afterlife. What took you so long? Sorry, Phoenix. Maya has trouble calling you unless she's really in trouble. Right. Oh wait, I guess that means we're really in trouble. I'd say so. What did you mean we have one lead? The boy, of course. Yeah, the boy knows something. Yeah, I saw him. I saw everything. What? But no way am I telling you losers. He's got video photo evidence. I don't know, he didn't sound like he was going to help us at all. I'm sure you could find some way of bringing him over to your side. Either way, we should go back to the studios. That boy is our last hope, Phoenix. Thanks, now I'm more worried than ever I was before. What to do? So what's the best thing to do from here? We need to get to the studio and talk to that boy. Any ideas? So do you have any idea who might have done this? We don't have enough information to make a case yet. Oh, I've heard that phrase before, so that's where Maya got it from. Hey look, I'm a lawyer. Showing that it's going to do really good. You know what they say, dead men don't tell tales. Sure are talking enough. Let's go back to the studio. Oh, she's here. October 18 Global Studios, main gate. She's huffing and puffing. A lot. What's wrong? Whippersnapper! She's been chasing that boy this whole time. When I catch him... Sounds like he hasn't had any luck catching him. I got a hostage now, Whippersnapper. A hostage? The fanboy. What happened to the boy? If I see him again, I'll lay him flat. My, what a violent old lady. The director. Actually, I met with the director just now. Eh? Ha, my heart, I don't feel so good. Is she okay? Before I go, I'd like to visit the place where poor Hammer died. Right, she was saying she wanted to visit the studio where he died. The hostage. What's this about a hostage? When that boy was running away, he dropped this and ran. He'll come back for this one. It's kind of hard to understand it with all the huffing and puffing. Phoenix, that hostage might be what we need. Cody might talk to us if we gave him that. Good idea. My soul bag might die. Nope. I'm catching that brat if it's the last thing I do. Phoenix, do you have anything you might trade with her? Trade her? Wonder. Keycard? Hey, that's a card. Studio 1? Right, a card key to Studio 1. I could visit poor Hammer. I like to visit. He died. I was his fan. You don't have your own card, Miss Old Bag. Studio 1 isn't my turf. You let me borrow? Borrow it then? If I give her the card key, then I won't be able to get into Studio 1. I don't think there's anything in the star key. Here, you can have it. Why don't you let her borrow it, Phoenix? I guess it can't hurt. Here you go, Miss Old Bag. Card key lent to Miss Old Bag. Listen to me, Sonny. I don't like having debts to no whippersnappers. You take this and we're even. Deal? What's this? A Steel Samurai trading card? That sneaky kid dropped it. I figured it's pretty important to him though. Thank you. I may have use for this. This must be the hostage she was talking about. Steel Samurai card. A trading card. Apparently they are really popular with kids these days. Right, I'm off. There she goes hobbling off towards the studio. Right, the kid's probably in the employee area. October 18th Global Studios employee area. Ah, there he is. Hey! Hey you, wait a second. Phoenix, was that the boy? Yeah, his name's Cody Hackins. I think he ran into the dressing room. October 18th, Global Studios dressing room. He's sure to be in here somewhere. Found you. Damn it, he's getting away. Come back. There, he's back. How did she... Hey there, would you mind helping us out? Please?
I'm Cody.
Hello Cody, I'm Mia, BFA. Nice to meet you.
Yo.
And I'm Phoenix Wright. Who asked? Phoenix, you could take it from here. I'm not so sure I'm qualified. Nothing else to examine really. The Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai is so cool. I think he's the bomb.
What would a lamer like you know about Steel Samurai?
Hey, what's that attitude? Phoenix, you really shouldn't yell like that. He's only a kid.
Yeah, don't yell at me. I'm only a kid. Hey.
So, do you know anything about what happened here? Could you tell me, please?
I don't know nothing.
Looks like a little persuasion's necessary. Maybe a bribe. Look what I got. Looky loo. Looky, looky, looky. Cody, this looks familiar. Hey, my... You are... Huh? You are, you know... Ultra rare? That card's really hard to get. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb. I'll give you this if you help me. But that's my card. Buying for something I already own, you're in effect eschewing the very basis of our consumer society, namely the principle of fair trade. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb. Why are you so clever? What do they teach kids in school these days? Quantum physics? That's science, Phoenix. Completely different. They taught business and commerce. Whatever, I don't need that card. Huh? I got a double. Just keep it. It's yours. What? After all the trouble I went through. If you want to trade, find me a really rare card. Really rare? You mean there's something rarer than ultra rare? Ultra rare premium cards are way rarer than plain ultra rare cards. Come on. Man, for grown up, you sure are dumb. Premium rare. Why do I feel like we're stuck talking about stakes? I gotta find an ultra rare premium card now. Nothing in here, is there? Can't go in Studio 1 anymore. Nothing on the table. Except maybe if we... Maybe they've just... Incinerator, just put it on. Nope, nothing there. October 18th, Studio 2 trailer. Oh, hi. Hello, what brings you here? Oh, well, I had to arrange some stuff. Yes. The girl with you, doesn't she seem a little different? Like, is she even the same person as before? Nope, she's the same as always. Same as always. Okay, whatever you say. Nothing in here. I guess we'll just talk to her. Fanboy. Have you seen that boy since then? Nope. You missed it though. Security lady was chasing around the boys so fast I thought she'd collapse. Of course he got in the way in the end. Boy, was she mad. Actually, we saw them. How's the old windbag doing? She's squeezing donuts through her clenched fist back at the guard station. Some people take their jobs a little too seriously. Mr. Hammer. There are all the posters on the wall here of Mr. Hammer. Yeah, it's a really terrible loss for the studio. But his popularity has been waning recently, right? That's true. Then again, after that, what happened? After what happened? You mean you don't know about Hammer? No, what? Ah, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything. Well, now you have to know what happened. But you have to tell me now what happened. I'm sorry. I'm probably not the one who should tell you. Uh-oh, why do I get the feeling something's being covered up here? Hey, I got this ultra rare card. You know anything about this? Hey, that's a Steel Samurai trading card. I collect those actually. I'm one card away from a complete set. Complete set? Yeah, a set of one of each card. Huh. Wait. That's it. That's the card I need. You don't know how long I've been looking for it. I don't care what kind of girl you might think I am. I need that card. Please, I beg you. Please trade with me. Trade with you? Yes, trade cards. I'll even share you an ultra rare premium card. Trade me a... Yeah, it's a good deal for you, ultra rare. Please. Phoenix, can't you see she's desperate? Why is everyone getting so excited about it? Alright, trade, here you go. Alright. Really? Thanks. Then this is for you. URP card, an ultra rare premium steel samurai collectible card. Very valuable. Yahoo! And there she goes. Just doing good things like that make you feel great. Yep, yeah it does. Alright, let's go see that boy again. Look what I got for you. See this card? Yeah, so wait, that's it. That's the last ultra rare premium card I need. Come on, give it to me, please. You gotta give it to me. Wow, I've never seen him so eager. Right, okay, how about a trade? You're on. I'll give you a samurai spear and throw in an evil magistrate to boot. No, not that kind of trade. I don't want cards, I want information. Huh? You sure? Fine by me. URP card given to Cody. Okay, Phoenix, let's hear what he has to say. If he knows something that could help us, we can have him take the stand tomorrow. The Steel Samurai. So you like the Steel Samurai? He's so cool. I guess. You're judging him by his looks. You have to look at his actions, at his life. I'm being lectured on life by a grade schooler. You like him too, don't you? Me? Yeah. I love the Steel Samurai. So tell me, what's your favorite thing about the Steel Samurais? His fighting skills. Gotta think of something. I like it when he vanquishes his foes. Yeah, Wizam! The Steel Samurai always wins, always. Check this out, it's my fan album. What the? Saw pictures of the Steel Samurai. I go to every live performance. Those stupid publicity stunts where they beat each other up in public. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wizam! I got them all. I never missed one. Perfect collection. Check it out, my new digital camera. Wow, that's very impressive. The newest model, isn't it? You bet, lady. I just got it for my birthday. My album has a name. Wanna hear it? The Steel Samurai Path to Glory. The Steel Samurai always wins. Always. Hey, if you want this, you can have it, lady. Really? Are you sure? Yeah, I took these with the digital camera. I got all the data at home, so I can always make another one. Well then, I'm happy to accept. Thank you. Path to Glory contains photos of every victory scene in every battle the Steel Samurai has won. What's with people always giving stuff to Mia? What a life. Right, so what happened? Ultra rare, indeed. So you were here on the day of the incident, right? Yeah. Did you see anything unusual? Cody? Cody, he needs to know because he's fighting for justice. Isn't that the Steel Samurai's motto? For great justice? You have to help us fight for great justice too. I saw everything. Well, we might get some useful information out of him yet. What you saw? Cody, I need to ask you something very important. What did you see on the day of the incident? I got here that day around 2. I had come in through the woods out back so that the old lady wouldn't see me. I got kinda lost though. I was in there for maybe a half hour or so. Then I finally got to the studio. After that... What is it, Cody? The Steel Samurai killed the bad guy. He used his samurai spear. Just like always. One shot, one kill. It happened so fast, I got scared. I went home after that. I see. It must have been hard for you. What a life. Man, you say those nice things, but it's so obvious you aren't speaking from the heart. Right. Mia? Yes. I think we can say for sure this means the Steel Samurai did it. True enough. And the director has an alibi, so it wasn't him. Indeed. So the only person left who it could have been is Will Powers. I have to admit, it's kind of a shock. If you put this boy on the witness stand, your client will be guilty for sure. Let's not call him then. I think that would be wise. Best to leave this one alone. Not so fast, pal. I heard everything. This boy here is a key witness. And he's under police protection starting now. Come on, son. You got a rendezvous with me down at the precinct. No, I ain't going. Wah. Ah, he got taken. That didn't go so well. We're back to 0 leads. And now we have a serious handicap in court. What are we gonna do, Mia? Well, I really need to be going. Don't worry, Phoenix. I'm sure you'll be fine. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're leaving? Come to the trial tomorrow. Please, I need you there. Phoenix, can I ask you something? Do you really believe that Mr. Powers is innocent? I believe. Of course he is. That's all I wanted to hear. Excellent. I'll see you in court then. Great. Thanks, Mia. See you soon. Right, and that's that. Next, it's court time. We don't have no evidence. Ooh. Alright, day 3 trial. Alright, I've been streaming for nearly 2.5 hours, and I shouldn't have done all those voices because you can hear my voice, it's starting to go a bit. I stopped doing the voices in the second half, but I've done too many voices, too many old lady voices, too many old man voices, too many English voices, and then the wise guy voice. So yeah, that'll be it for today. I want to thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it, even if you just watched for a minute, even just 10 seconds. Really appreciate you showing up. I'll probably be, if you subscribe, click the bell or whatever, you'll see when I next play, and we'll continue with the trial. So thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you to those who commented, NYC, the random vlogger, Blitz99, and Godspeeds. Godspeeds, I see you back again. Yeah, see you later, Godspeeds. See you later, everyone. Thanks for watching. Next time we'll do the trial, and then we'll move on to episode 4. Thank you, everyone. Bye.